everyone, it's Christina, and this is the next little Christmas crafts, Christina's Christmas crafts in fact, and what I'm making is little money bags. So it's a glassine bag, just simple glassine bag, and we're just decorating. And I often give my nephew Max some money in a card, so I have put an M for Max there. I put a T for Tracy, which is my sister. She often ends up doing all the cooking and we give her some money to chip in. Anyway, it's a very simple little thing to do. I'm calling these napkin skins, and I'll make one in a second and show you how I've done it. I'm going to give credit to Done by Dorothy for putting it into a nice little tutorial. I'll link that below. So I'm not taking the credit. Of course, we all in the crafting world know that there's many people that come up with many brilliant ideas, and so it's nice to just pay homage to the person if you've seen what they've done and give them a bit of credit. So these little skins are really quite good because you can, so they're made out of napkins, but you can rip them so you can get a good torn edge, and really quite simple. Now I've got a little Christmas stamp, which is what I'm using, just for the initial of the person. These little alphabet stamps were in a little bundle I got for very, very cheap. So, you know, you can get all sorts of things. Now, I think this will be, maybe I'll make this one for my daughter, the eldest. So Liz, it's an L for Liz. Everyone's happy to have a little bit of money. I found that, alright, so I'm using Stays On so that there's no smudging. And I did have other ink stamps, like I've got a red one. However, as soon as I wet it and did anything with it, it smudged. So I wanted to do little red stockings, but I haven't got red. So I'm using Spice Chai and olive green for my colours. I've got an orange stamp which will work, but it's a little bit, I don't know, it's a little, maybe it's a little bit autumny, so we're going to have gingerbread Christmas stockings on this one. I picked this out to use because it's reminds me of gingerbread, so that's a bit Christmassy, isn't it? The only other thing is I got this little pot also in an eBay special of just little months of the year and days. So I've made up a December, 20. These ones you can't always see where you're lining them up, but handmade and recycle is the thing. Alright, so that's what I'm doing. I'm now going to just quickly show you. It's not really any different than how Dorothy's done them, but I'll just do a little quick show and tell. So this mat is a silicone mat, which I thought was good because the glassine's a bit hard to see on the white, you know, on that white background. Not so great, but this also is what you might use on a barbecue, so it doesn't matter if you have glue on it. Now I've got a 50-50 water and Mod Podge. Got some parchment paper. So 50-50 Mod Podge and water, so as it's not super thick. This is either baking paper or parchment paper, depending on where you are. It's got a slightly waxy surface. And a napkin. Just don't forget to get both the layers off. I'll just show you with this. So I used one of the layers and just stamped with StazOn onto that, and then did this process. So I've now nominated 1 or 2 brushes that are only glue brushes, because I realised that firstly I was cleaning a lot of stuff in the sink, and that's actually really bad for the environment, and not to mention the fact that acrylic paints clog up your drains. So I've nominated 2 glue brushes because they do get a bit ruined, and then you can just, if they're, you don't need expensive brushes, you just throw them out. Okay, dry this off with your hairdryer, or you can leave it to dry for a couple of hours or overnight. I just have been drying with my hairdryer just so I can use them immediately. Okay, so now as dry as you can get it, and then as you peel it off, just be careful because they can rip. I mean, obviously if you're going to use them for collaging, it doesn't matter so much. So in the creases here, there is a little bit of glue still. And there it ripped, and you know, it doesn't matter to me because I'm using bits and pieces, so that's fine. The way to fix that, if you had that issue, would just be to use a brand new fresh piece if you want one solid big bit. And then what I've been doing is just giving that a little bit of a dry off as well. Okay, so there you have it. Ready to go, and quite easy. I'll let this dry. It's still it's dry, but this is a little bit crispier, so it just probably needs a bit of curing time. Look at this beautiful bird. These napkins were off eBay. No, they weren't. No, these napkins were off AliExpress. Put this under just so it's got something framing. I'm using art glitter glue for the napkin. I'm just giving a little smush around so it's not got any beady ridges there. Just a little distress to define the edges. Don't know who this one's for yet. It's got a heart instead. Maybe it's a surprise gift for a friend. What would we like? That's a bit too much green, so I'll add some. Let's add some of the little snowflakes. There we go. Quick and easy little envelopes to make. Didn't take very long, and you've had fun crafting. I've had fun crafting, and people will be happy to get these little envelopes with maybe some money in. Who knows? Hope you enjoyed making some of those. I'll be back with another Christmas craft, and see you later. Bye for now.